Again, my name is Don Andrews, Dean of the College of Business, and I will welcome you to our program in terms of moving the College of Business forward, in terms of some of the programs we're developing for you as students, as well as faculty, as well as all of our stakeholders. We're happy today to be here with Chancellor John Pierre. Chancellor Pierre is over the entire Southern University Law Center. He's also a graduate of the College of Business, so he's one of our own. So just by him being here symbolizes to you what you can do with a degree from the College of Business. And John, if I remember correctly, you are a graduate of the accounting program.
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about your story, John.
Well, I grew up in a small country town of Laurelville, Louisiana. My father was a sugarcane farmer, and I became inspired to come to Southern University and major in accounting. It was probably the best decision I ever made in my life. And I got my degree from Southern University in accounting. I took the CPA exam. I passed the CPA exam. I went on to get a master's degree in tax accounting, and then I got inspired to go to law school. And from there, my career just took off. I've had wonderful opportunities because of the education that was afforded to me at Southern University.
Very good. I mean, students, so you see what you can do with a degree from the College of Business here at Southern University. Now, Professor Pierre, you still teach, I understand.
I absolutely do. I love it. It's probably one of the most I think important things that we can do at a university. Obviously I'm in administration, but being able to talk to students and find out where students are and be able to inspire students and be inspired by the students that you teach, I think is an important function in the academy.
Okay. Now we're here at the Law Center, and just tell us a little bit about the Law Center in terms of its relationship to the community as a whole. What are some of the accomplishments of the Law Center? And we're moving together in terms of a JD MBA program with the business school. So can you elaborate a little bit on that? Why business and what the Law Center actually does, its mission?
Sure. Law Center was started about 70 years ago because African Americans were denied the opportunity to seek legal education in Louisiana. Charles Hatfield made a demand. He filed a lawsuit, and then as a result, Southern University Law School was created. And over this last 70 years, the Southern University Law Center has done some important things in the state of Louisiana. For example, the state of Louisiana has the highest number of African American judges per capita in the state of Louisiana, all because Southern University Law Center graduates challenged the way the judges were selected through elections in Louisiana. You can look at our legislators in the state of Louisiana. 15 of Southern University Law Center alums are in the legislature. They make up 10% of the Louisiana State Legislature. And we have graduates that have done some important things, like the largest individual judgment ever rendered against a defendant was garnered by one of our Law Center alums, Antonio Clayton. We have Law Center alums that are top corporate executives with corporations like Walmart, BP, Verizon, Macy's, Nike. We have graduates everywhere, and we have several Law Center alums who have entered into significant business ventures that we're very, very proud of.
Okay. Now we're moving to align our programs in terms of the JD MBA. So what's the vision there as you see it?
The vision is to prepare graduates for the global challenges that are facing them in the world. One of the things that we have always prepared our graduates to do is to take on challenges that go beyond what you would traditionally think lawyers do. So, for example, one of the things that we recognize in the changing environment is that a law degree is very, very valuable, but also supplemented by a degree in business, an MBA, makes our graduates more competitive in the corporate world. And also as entrepreneurs, they're more competitive. And even as lawyers who advise businesses, they're more competitive. So what we want to do is we want to prepare our students for the 21st century job market. And we believe that this type of collaborative program is an important step in that direction.
So we're trying to be innovative here, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. All right, well, students, this is all about you in terms of your opportunities. We've been working with the Law Center, Dr. Shagri Gletu, the Associate Dean of the College of Business, as well as the MBA Program Director, has been working closely in terms of putting this program together. How exactly is this program going to work between the business school and the law school?
Well, the idea is that we created a 4-year dual degree curriculum. whereby students go to law school for a year and then through a combination of courses take law school classes and business school classes so that they eventually get that JD MBA program degree in about 4 years. Now the key to that is that we want students to be able to maximize on this program to have a degree in business, and we found that about 20 or 25% of our incoming class have degrees in business. So we're now talking about focusing on students who have degrees in business, who have an interest in pursuing their business acumen skills, along with combining them with the legal skills that they're going to garner while they're in law school.
Well, John, I'm going to be honest with you. We've had some students that have taken on this initiative, so we found students more or less in our MBA program that were also in the law school, and I was surprised that they were kind of making their own program. So I guess we want to kind of officially develop this program. Is that right?
We got to catch up to the trend that our students. In fact, we had a young man that graduated with both degrees when we actually didn't have a formal program, and he's doing quite well in Atlanta, Georgia.
So I guess if we formalize this program, we can do even more for our students that are very innovative.
Absolutely.
Now, tell me about some of the opportunities. I mean, what else are we doing in the law school? With the business school? I know we've been working with the Allen Entrepreneurial Institute. We've also been working with Fields Jackson with Racing to Diversity. In fact, I think we went out to the Super Bowl and we're working out there in terms of opportunities for our students. Also in terms of the flood relief here in the Baton Rouge area. So tell us a little bit about some of the things we're doing together to make sure that we remain relevant in the 21st century.
Well, one of the, I think, important things is we are looking at ways to create synergy between the two units, such that, for example, with the Allen Entrepreneurial Institute, we're going to have students from the law school and the MBA go out to Atlanta, experience the Allen Entrepreneurial Institute to create an environment where they understand how entrepreneurship is important and how to create an entrepreneurial ecosystem. The same thing with the Delta Regional Authority. We're looking at ways to participate in developing small business enterprises in the Delta region. The critical thing, I think, is one of the bigger collaborations that I think is very, very important is our effort with respect to the National Black MBA Association. Okay. We're going to have students, and we did this last year, but now that the National Black MBA Association meeting is going to be in New Orleans, we have about 100 student volunteers who are going to take advantage of that. Right. And we're going to have a case competition team between the Law Center and the College of Business to prepare for that case competition and hopefully win first prize for $25,000. So that would be the big takeaway from that. And then there's another thing that, of course, we're going to encourage our students. The Delta Regional Authority has a project whereby you can bring a business plan and get funding for the business plan that you're doing, as well as mentorship. And hopefully we can convince the Allen Entrepreneurial Institute to engage with us with an AFI project, which is Assets for Independence, so that we can create a fund for small business development. And if we do those things collaboratively, I think we will be a very powerful unit, as well as helping many small businesses recover from the recent flooding here in Baton Rouge, which I think is a very, very important function that we can do, as well as really thinking about ourselves as having a footprint in the community, so that we can work on economic development, business planning, and all those things that are necessary to make the community a viable place.
Okay. So I think this is a great opportunity for you as students listening here. You see more or less what we can do in terms of a business degree and then going on to graduate programs, professional programs in the law school. As Chancellor Pierre said, about 20% of the students here in the Law Center basically have a background in business. So I think if we start professionally promoting this program, and we've been doing that, that the sky's the limit for the opportunities between these two units. Now tell us a little bit about how we are putting together this Delta Regional Authority initiative. I think we're working not only with Southern University Baton Rouge, but we're working with Southern University Shreveport, Southern University New Orleans, the Ag Center. So what do you see in terms of some of the synergies we can get from the entire program here on the Southern University system basis?
Well, what I see is the ability to have us affect business enterprises in North Louisiana, South Louisiana, Central Louisiana, the whole state, because the footprint of the Southern University system is statewide. And with the Ag Center having a statewide reach, we have a lot of opportunity to hit not only urban enterprises but rural enterprises. So we can help people in rural communities, urban communities, really reap the benefit of the value of the Southern University system.
Okay. So what does the future hold?
I think the future is bright. We have to be innovative. We have to be strategic. We know, for example, the state of Louisiana is going to be challenged with respect to resources. But when you bring innovative programs to the table, people are willing to support innovative programs. And that's what I believe our function is to bring innovative programs to the table.
Okay, so you hear from the Chancellor, we're not sitting around waiting on opportunities, we're creating opportunities. There are many opportunities we see as synergy from these two programs. Our business school is accredited by AACSB International, which is the highest accrediting body for colleges of business. We've basically served on various committees. In fact, I'm one of the leads on several schools that we're going to in terms of accreditation visits. How involved is the law school in terms of the accreditation process?
Very involved, because we have several agencies that we have to be accredited by. We are accredited by the American Bar Association, have been so since 1953.
Okay.
We actually just received our own separate SACS accreditation, which is, so we're not under the SACS accreditation of the university, Baton Rouge campus. We have our own, and we are members of the Association of American Law Schools, which is one of the oldest associations with membership for law schools. It is the oldest. The critical thing about that is we're only one of two HBCUs that have actually been members of the Association of American Law School. We were second, and then finally there was a third with North Carolina Central. So it's not that many HBCU law schools that have gotten this very prestigious membership with the Association of American Law Schools.
So students, you can feel quite confident that in terms of the quality of the programs that are being offered, the quality of the instruction, the research, you're going to get a first-class business as well as law education here at Southern University. So we really want you to take advantage of all these opportunities, but it's up to you to help more or less move these programs forward. We can be as innovative in the curriculum and in terms of research and various other activities, but it's up to you to be engaged. And so we want you to continue to be engaged. We're planning our homecoming program. We have our gala on the bluff. So we want you to be involved in all those programs. So basically, we really more or less are doing all these because we have a desire more or less to make Southern University a premier institution and to achieve excellence as far as the outcomes for our students. Anything else you want to say, Mr. Chancellor? We really appreciate you giving us this time and this opportunity with you this morning. Anything or any message you want to say out there to the students?
The message I want for the students is that a degree from Southern University can take you anywhere. There are no limits to your real achievement professionally and personally if you get a degree from Southern University. And that's really what I want folks to always to know, that we can compete with anyone in the country. And I'm glad that we have had this opportunity to work together and be part of this process that can help students grow and be better citizens.
So if you're concerned about your education, feel rested that this is going to be a great opportunity for you. We want you to encourage your friends to also look at Southern University, because we want you to also go out and be recruiters for our programs and take advantage of all the opportunities. We have a career fair coming up pretty soon. We want you to be prepared for that. And any questions you may have about anything, you can see me in the Dean's office. You can also see Dr. Melanie Ray, our Strategic Initiatives Administrator. So we're really moving forward with our programs. So we really want to thank you for being with us this morning. I think this has been a great interview with Chancellor John Pierre. As he said, initially he is a graduate of the College of Business in terms of his accounting program. And as you know, Professor Darby always saying that the accounting students can do each and everything. And so this is one shining example of what can be produced with the College of Business. And basically with us coming together to develop this JD MBA program, it gives us another light to shine in terms of our program. So I really want to thank you for being with us this morning, and I look forward more or less to you looking at this video and coming by and asking any questions that you may have in terms of these programs that we are developing in the College of Business along with the University Law Center. Thank you very much.